Here it is. What's up, guys? Welcome to my lair. I feel like a Gargamel. Evil Gargamel laugh. It's my lair. Today, we're gonna talk about bags. Not necessarily bag, but I came up with an ingenious design for carrying my 500, and I feel like you guys should know. And by ingenious, I mean I cut something. All right, so what do we got here? We have a Shimoda. This is the Explorer V2 35 liter. Yes. I have so many Shimoda bags now, I can't keep track of them. This isn't sponsored in any way, shape, or form. I've had this bag for like 2 years. There's also a conveniently placed other Shimoda here that I just found serendipitously. This is the, let me put it next to each other now you can see. This is the Shimoda Action X, the original Action X 50. I've had this one since 2019, so almost 5 years now. This thing I have beat to complete crap, or like I feel like I've beat the crap out of it. And I mean, it looks like almost brand new aside from that business there. So this is a recent thing for my modification for my 500, but we'll just jump right into it, okay? Let's just, come on, like quit playing around. All right, that just fell.
But why have you bothered to make the modification to that bag?
Why have I bothered to modify this? Well, because this is the most comfortable bag that's ever been created. And that's a close second. So that's like really comfortable. This is like extremely comfortable. So this is more of a travel bag, and this fallen over war hero here is more of an action bag, which is aptly named, I suppose. This can open from the top. I'll show you some cool things about that in a minute. But like camera lady said, I just figured this out today that I could do this, and I was very excited. So let's just jump right in the back here. This, like the padded mesh on the straps and the strap here and the waist belt. The waist belt is super padded and like thick, but it's not heavy. Like, and I love that. So that's a big reason why I'm rocking the Shimodas. And this is going to be my bag for Scotland. Oh yeah, you should join me in Scotland. Workshop stuff's down below. I'll talk about that later. All right, here's what we got. We have 500 F4 Mark II.
Okay, what's the size of this bag again?
This is the 35 liter Shimoda. And in most 35 liters, I just don't think it would like comfortably fit. I don't know, but let's get this out. So here's my 500 F4 Mark II, and it also has the teleconverter attached, the 1.4. I kind of never take the 1.4 off because having a 700 5.6, like, why not, right? Plus 500 is usually a little short. So we've got R5, and it's got the EF adapter on there. Fits in nicely right there. We've got the best lens ever made, which is the 100 to 400, the RF version. And then I've just got an extra spare wide lens, usually the 16 to 35, but tonight I'm gonna do some astro, so I got the 24 1.8. The point is that this can hold the 500, the camera, the 1 to 400, and a couple of extra things. That's the main point, especially for when I travel. For airplane stuff, this bag will fit in the overhead. I've traveled overseas with this. It fits just fine in the overhead. I've even traveled with it with skateboards attached and tripods attached, and it completely full, and it fit in the overhead in all of my flights. But this will fit better. This is slightly smaller. It's a little more unassuming, and it's a little bit more travel friendly. So here's the, and then in the top, you know, you just have stuff like, this is my little ghillie suit, ghillie blanket thingy. And then, yeah, ghillie poncho. And then in the front, you just got, there's a whole pouch of like snacks, very important, Osmo stuff, battery, you know, the things that you need for when you travel, phone, tripod, ibuprofen drugs for broken people like me. All right, and then in this pouch, you can have a rain shell or ghillie poncho or whatever, extra clothes. Point is, this is still an all-in-one bag, even though it's only a 35 liter. This bag packs a lot of punch. But let's get to the modification, because like, how the heck do you get that in there? It's stupid. So this is their large core unit, large DSLR. So this is the one that originally came with the Action X50, and you can see how it's like slanted, so it's taller up here than it is down here. So that works out really well for this, because you could just see what I just cut a hole in there, right? So that perfectly fits this end and then slopes down. So really nice. But yeah, all I did was I should tape that, or I should glue that. Brittany, you should remind me. All I did was cut this hole right here, and then so I can put it back if I need to, and then I could even make like a little latch or something. Yeah, a little Velcro latch or something. But basically that just allows it to stick up into this end right here, so it goes like that. And the reason, I mean, because obviously you can see you can fit anything in here without the core unit, but then you got a flappy bottom, and nobody wants a flappy bottom. So I did that was originally with here, and I rock this a lot of the times when I want something more durable. If I'm out here in the desert, or if I'm continental and I'm not flying, then I'll take this, because it's more rugged. That's why the Action X is like that. The Action X doesn't have the mesh padding and all that stuff, and I think it's just because it's supposed to be a little more rugged and handle being drug around in the dirt and the mud and the snow and all that. So this is, you know, and this can pop out. It's got this clippy bit that can come out to here. So if you're doing wildlife where you're hiking or camping even, like, you could still fit a lot of stuff in the Action X50. So I will note that Shimoda has their Action X70 HD, their new one, version 2 or whatever, and they designed it to fit a 600 f4 with an attached camera. So you can do that. I also have put this in here with the R5 attached, and just left it out and put something down here as a base plate. But if you really needed to do that, then you can. The cool thing is you can have complete access right there. So I can just pull out the whole camera with it attached like that if I need to. But typically, just for travel purposes, this setup is great. Yeah, so that's basically it. Like, that's why I know there's a lot of people out there saying that I should get the Guru gear, or the Think Tank, or there's a bunch of other bags that other people use for wildlife, dedicated wildlife. The problem is, I'm not a dedicated wildlife photographer. I mean, I'm a very dedicated wildlife photographer, but I do all types of photography. And like tonight, I'll be doing astro and portraits and sports and you name it. And the Shimoda bags, in my opinion, they're my personal favorite. I have had a lot of bags, and I have a lot of bags, and I basically just don't like to use anything but my Shimodas anymore, because they're just so comfortable. These straps for walking around the airports and hiking, you know, and walking through cities and all that stuff, the combination of how comfortable these straps are with just this being able to, these, like the tripod stuff, like they pack down really nice, you know, so they fit in there like the little tripod sleeves. So that slims up this bag a lot. So and then you got compression straps that you can use the compression straps and bring it in a lot more. It's a really well thought out bag, and it's the most comfortable bag. And I'm so stoked that I pulled this out of my Action X50 today, this morning, and I just wanted to see if it would fit in here with the 500, and it did. And I'm so happy, because I will never travel with anything else. Like when I've got to take this on a plane, it's just pure heaven. They have an extra, this is the large DSLR core unit. They have an extra large, which will fit, I believe, in the 50 and the 70. So if you have a 600 millimeter, you could do this same thing, and you could just get the thing. But if you're starting out from scratch and you want a bag, I would just, if it's dedicated and you have a 600 millimeter, I would just get the Action X70 HD, whatever. It's on their thing, and it shows them on the website, like putting a 600 in there. But the reason why I didn't go for that is because, like, for most of the things I do, that bag is overkill. A 70 liter for me is just overkill. It's too big. And the fact that I can fit this 500 in the 35 liter and make it that much more unassuming, to me, that's valuable. Walking around in cities or whatever, I just don't want people to feel like there's something that big in this little bag, or that expensive, you know what I mean? Plus, I just can't say enough how comfortable this is. And it can fit my laptop. It's got laptop sleeves and all the good stuff. So all around perfect travel bag. And that's it. That's what's in my bag. That's what's in my wildlife bag for 2024 into the future. But we'll just slip this guy back in here. Maybe. It's a little tight of a fit because, again, this is not made for it, but also because there's a wire frame right here. And I like the wire frame because once you get it nestled under there, the wire frame kind of holds it and keeps it locked down. So there we are. Robert, your mother's brother. Right there. Oops. Hey, Velcro, stop it. Stop it. There we go. I'm trying to be smooth. There. So, and I can't forget this guy. Look at that business. All right, and we are real-time packed. All right, now I could do this all day. Okay, so I'm gonna get out of here because, well, I'm gonna stay here, but we got some Astro to do tonight. I'm gonna test out the S24 Astro, S24 Ultra. I'm also hoping there's a pack of coyotes over there. We're just gonna go try to find some wildlife. So if I get any wildlife, I'm gonna be looking for that great horned owl. We've got about an hour and a half until sunset, so let's go find some wildlife. And then, oh yeah, workshops. So I've got Scotland. I've got 2 spots left for Scotland, June 2024. I've got potential for November Scotland, which would be more landscape oriented. I've got 1 spot for a private workshop for the eclipse, April 8th in Texas. I've got Scotland, June 2025. That's surprisingly already filling up. But there are a few spots on that one too. That'll be wildlife, seabirds, puffins, razorbills, gannets, the goods. Yeah. Oh, and then I've opened up some Arizona wildlife stuff for some camping and Southeast Arizona, Portal, Tucson, elegant trogons, blue-throated mountain gems, really cool birds. All of that stuff in the links down below, workshops, check it out. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. How did I get down, Brittany? I went the sketchy way, huh? Sometimes I feel like maybe that's ill-advised, but we'll make it happen. Oh.